Do the bottom one, which is sort of the same. We'll start with leaves. Because if it's the bottom one, I want to have a little bit more weight on it. And it all has got to do with the balance of your whole arrangement. Because if it will be too light, like the second tier here, it sort of starts to wave a little bit. So you really need to have a sort of way that it is actually stable and heavy, and one of the things how you can achieve that is with dark colors. That makes it automatically a bit of white, and you're not creating the illusion that your plate is waving in the air. And you still see that I have a few gaps here to make sure that you can actually water it. We want to create a little bit of weight, so I'll just go and get some 2 mini agapanthus, and that will just give us a little bit of more weight to now we just need to make sure that we are not going too high, so we stay quite flat, because it is the bottom tray and it needs to go underneath. And I mean, blue and yellow, I mean, very nice indeed. But anything else, and by doing it a few days in advance, if you do that, you just keep just a few flowers left, just in case you do have flower going off, because it is a fresh product, so anything can always happen. And if you've got a few spare ones in the kitchen, well, that's no big deal, and you can just exchange it. Now with Oasis is a bit funny. I recommend to cut it out like so, just so no pulling things out, just cut it out, and that way you don't damage the Oasis, and you're actually protecting your work of being pulled apart altogether. So that's quite nice. And you just work yourself to going there. And you will be surprised at how many people I actually would make a comment on that tomorrow. Because it's something different, you see. And that's what we're trying to teach you. Different ways of doing things. Being creative. But still do it as a professional. Just take all those. I've got the main principles of design there. There are more there which we'll be touching on later on, but it's always best to start with the second one, which is the bottom one. I'll find it here a little bit too bare, blue color wise, so I just need to see if I can find one and just push it, keep it in place with your other hand and push it in like so, like so. Now a good way of it is to take it and just on the second tray. So again, you just have to take care of those leaves carefully. There you are. There you are. Put it all together. There we are. Careful. There. Let's see. That one there. There you are, look. automatically you can see that by the heaviness of the leaves and the blue, it pulls it down. So that is large. So we're just going to do very tiny buds with a few buds on the top. Just like so. I'm just going to put that over there. It makes it a bit easier. Cutting it all down. As I said, you do have to cut every little flower again to make sure. I'm keen to find another little chrysanthemum leaf which is not too large, and it gives it just a little bit more. Oh, here we are. Oh, I'm sure I can find a little spot for that one. There you are. So that one is going on the top, like so. Now to just make it a little bit more interesting, I'll put one of those twigs on the top. Out of the garden, and if you haven't got in the garden, your neighbour may have some in the garden. Just make sure that you do ask them. So here we are, all finished and ready for the buffet. 3-tier arrangement. Now what have we done if we look at the principles and elements of design? We've played a little bit with colour. Yeah, we've done the greens and the yellows and the blues for underneath. With the blues underneath, we have created balance. We have made it a sort of heavier underneath to make sure that our arrangement is not waving up in the air and we sort of don't know where it stops. We've done form. Where we are, form. With form you've got 3 round plates and 3 round arrangements with the magnolia, and so you've done a little bit of space, and with space we also mean to make the arrangement bigger. We actually have created that with those sticks around it to give it a little bit of more volume. Repetition, that was an easy one because you've got 3 plates, which is repetition, and you've got the same flowers in all of them as well, and which give you the repetition quite easily to follow. You've done texture, because you've got the little twigs, you've got the magnolia, you've got the flowers, you've got a little bit of different texture with the blue acapenthus and the yellow. So that was lesson 3. Try it out, or do it in a different way, as what we've done today. Thank you for watching.